let's do the Cardi. Yeah. Because the rollout to me, I know we talk a lot. You know, Giz is, you know, I know you viewed the podcast before, but I like to kind of, as albums come out and we have these big moments in the culture, you know, a lot of the time I like to pay attention to everything that's not outside the big bubble, but I think sometimes things are warranted to talk about, especially for artists who are coming up who want to understand the business and understand how things go in the music business. There's certain things that they need to learn and really pay attention to, and I think the Drake conversation is part of that because of the rollout, but also with the Cardi B. So yeah,
7 years, right?
Talk about the Cardi B
7
album.
years
Yeah,
coming to have that album come out for her.
Did y'all peep it? Did y'all take some time with it at all?
I listened to it. I listened to it. Am I a big Cardi B fan? No. Do I like her presence? Yeah. I love her presence.
Absolutely.
I feel like, you know, it's like she's a caricature of a person in hip hop.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, like she's a cartoon character.
Yeah.
You know, not like, is she even a real person? You know, like that's, and every time she comes out, she's her. Yeah. You know, and,
that's right.
Unapologetically. So
you didn't hear it, Grizz?
No, I didn't listen to it. I'll check it out, most definitely.
No. So
no, I haven't peeped it.
Two things. Cardi's first album to me was really impressive because at that time when she came out, obviously she was new, she was fresh, she had that you know, character shit that she was talking about. But I thought she was really good at making songs. Yeah. And she had a lot of relatable material. Like she relates to the average girl in the Bronx, in the hood, whatever. And she's always tapped into that. So when I heard the album, couple things. I mean, I'm more of I love where production and lyricism cross over. And I think for her, she has a lot of great records that are going to do great on radio, like she did on her first album. But she's also got some viral joints that I think are going to ring off as well. But for me, not the biggest Cardi B fan. I love her story more than probably the music. Yeah. Because I know where she came from and I know she's had to fight for it. Yeah. But I think the interesting thing about her is that she's able to always be relatable. Yeah. And you strike a nerve with people when you like that, bro. Yeah. Yeah. And it's just crazy. You listen to the album and you're like, yeah, she's a millionaire. She out of here. She out of here. But she's dealing with real life shit. And I love that because that could teach somebody that might be dealing with the same situation she's dealing with on a personal level that, hey, there's hope or, you know, there's a way out of it. So I love that and I salute to her on that. But the interesting thing to me, to be honest, beyond the music, is, man, she really, the rollout was very, very smart.
Oh, it was a great rollout.
I mean, she was everywhere, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
And it made, like...
She was selling vinyls on the street.
Vinyls on the street.
Yeah.
I love that, bro. I love that.
Like some
and the crazy thing is, like, you know, I seen a lot of criticism online. It was like, yo, she put WAP on the album. Of course she gonna put WAP on the album. That's gonna boost your sales. Like, you gonna put up on it, it's gonna boost your sales. Like, remember, this is a business, guys. This is the music business.
Those are really, 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 really big songs. Big songs. And she said they needed a home. They didn't. They're not on an album. Where are they supposed to end up at? Yeah.
So, you know, and the crazy thing to me is, like, the females, bro. Like, I've had this conversation in private. Shout out to my sis Rim. We've had these conversations in private where it's like, yo, the girls are fucking outdoing the guys on these album rollouts or just in albums in general. And it's like, it's dope to me because, so when the Clips album came out, right? Big Clips fan. I loved it, man. You know, that was kind of my moment, like, because I love MCing. I love when MCing and the production meet, right? Where they don't compromise each other, right? So, you know, I'm doing quotables around the crib, you know, saying this, that, and the third of my wife. Now my wife's having that moment with the Cardi album because she likes Cardi. So it's dope to have that, and I think she tapped in. She tapped into something that a lot of females can't at this moment. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciated the way that she took the rollout seriously, and it looked like, you know, she out there, you know, whatever number she does, but I think it's important for artists, not just females, but anybody that's involved with creating music, is that you got to get the fans excited to hear what you're going to say. Right. She could have been on interviews talking about her situation, but she let the music speak for herself. Same thing with the Clips album. To me, it was in the same vein as, like, they had a lot to talk about. let the music speak for itself. You know, she dissed a lot of people on the album, Cardi, which I love.
That's what I was gonna say. I was just reading all that, bro. Like, damn, she was going in.
She went in on a lot of people. And
I like that she's not afraid to talk her shit though.
No, she's
I like
not.
that she just say whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, she don't hold back or whatever. She just,
don't.
you know, if you got something to say it.
And the one thing I love about Cardi too, and you know, a lot of people are probably gonna come up my neck for it, because I know we've had this conversation with Drake with the ghostwriters, and I know Cardi's got ghostwriters as well.
Yep.
But I think when we look at Cardi, it's like no one else can say it like she says it, and no one can do what she does other than her. And I think the important thing to take away from Cardi in itself is that, again, she has a way of making music that's relatable, but she's also not scared to compete. I remember when Nicki was coming after her head top, she wasn't afraid at all of Nicki. And some people be petrified of going against Nicki Minaj. You know what I'm saying? But she wasn't. Yeah. I love how she threw some shots at Bia. Now this is helping Bia's album, because she got an album coming out 10-10, so you know she going to respond. So that whole kind of like competition without it spilling into the street to me that's one thing I love about the game. You know what I'm saying? I always love that competition side of things. But yeah, she threw some shots at one of the city girls. I think she even went at Lil Uzi.
JT, yeah. JT. Well, he caught a stray, I think.
Yeah,
because
Uzi caught a couple actually.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the way she.
Yeah.
And see, and to me, when we look at when we talk about mainstream level of artistry, and Cardi's up there, that's what I think is so dope about her album, is that she incorporates all these things from the culture into one pot as she's cooking. She's got the battle, the dish shit. She's got the real R&B records for the girls. She got the Boricua, the Bodega Baddie joint that's ringing off on social media. Like, she covers all these areas and put it into one pot. Yeah. That to me is what you should be doing in hip hop.
As an artist,
you have to. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I'm biased when it comes to female rap. There's just a certain style that I really navigate to. But the thing I appreciate about Cardi is that she's able to put out these big records. Like, she got a record with Selena Gomez on the album. I was telling my wife, she's been banging in the crib. I'm like, that's a record, bro. Yeah. Like, she out of here with that. She's just got so many of those on the album that, you know, she can go tour and do her thing. But I really appreciated the rollout, to be honest, man. I think that's a lost art in hip hop right now, and just in music in general, is that we got to get back to rolling these projects out the right way and getting people excited, man. You know, and I think she did her thing with it.
I'm bringing it up again. That JID rollout.
Same thing, absolutely. That's another rollout. It's one thing to drop the surprise. Like, I know when Kendrick did the GNX, I wasn't sure how it was gonna go.
Right.
Because you know, with Kendrick and Drake, a lot of times, like, you got these big rollouts. Eminem too. Eminem's last roll was a big rollout.
Yeah, big.
So I'm thinking, like, surprise to me is very risky. You know what I'm saying? But he did it, and it worked out. I was actually was pleasantly surprised that Cardi had the rollout, because I thought she was just going to drop the album. People was waiting on her, like, just drop it. I thought she was going to missile launch it. And she did what she did. A lot of press. Joe and Jada she was on.
It's a lot. She did
Breakfast
a lot of
Club.
meet and greets in, like, crazy cool places, man. Like
so
really,
that's
like,
the way
historic
to do it,
record stores.
I mean,
like,
let's bring it full circle to what I said before. You selling vinyls on the street?
I love it, man.
That's unheard of.
So, you know, sometimes people will sit up here, and I know people are going to be in the comments like, oh, the music is trash, it's not a third. It has its place for somebody.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And that's the important thing, is that, you know, my cup of tea might not be your cup of tea. But we sit up here and we talk about it, so that way, at some point, you might be in the whip and be like, yo, let me play this album, or when I'm sitting down, maybe I'll peep this J Electronica.
It's still influential.
Right.
It still drives the culture. You know what I'm saying?
It's
like,
part of it.
And probably more than, you know, most other shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like that, you're gonna hear that on people's phones and all this shit. You know, whether they're on social media, because that's what people, you know, that's what people are listening to, whether you like the music or
and
not.
It's crazy. So. I mean, you know, like I said, man, I've had convos in private, but like a lot of the female rappers out here now, you know, not too much of like the newer school ones, but some of the people that have been around for a while, like the Cardis and Rap City did a Mad Lib EP, which actually she dropped in July, but she didn't put on DSPs till 2 weeks ago. That shit's amazing. It's only 2 joints, but it's fire.
That
she's doing some great things.
That feature with Joey too that she did.
Yeah. Shout out to Connie Diamond. She from the Bronx. She just put out a new album with Def Jam. She's a younger artist. She had an amazing project, bro. The records are just so good, bro. And I'm telling you, man, the guys gotta get their shit together because the girls is taking this shit over, man. They really doing the right things, man, and it's dope to see it. You know what I'm saying?
Women support women.
Yeah.
So like when a female artist comes out with music,
they support.
Women are supporting it. Like men are sitting around like, I don't like him because of this, and like,
right.
It's
well, my sister-in-law, like she used to be a biggest Drake fan, and then I don't know what Drake did in specifics, but like this one incident, she's like, I'll never listen to him again. I was like, for real? That's it? That's all it takes? Mm-hmm. Some people are like that though. You know what I'm saying? Like some people are fickle. They're really fickle with it. I just been a big proponent. I try to listen to everything that's happening out there. Right. And try to pull the positives from. We could talk about the negatives all day, but I'll let the other bloggers talk about that shit. Because at the end of the day, to me, it don't matter. Right. You know what I'm saying? If we able to spread what's positive about it, cool. There's gonna be some shit like this. Some shit in a Cardi album that I thought was whack. I was like, what the fuck is this? Not my shit, but you know what I'm saying? I think when you put out nowadays the albums are so long, 25 plus tracks. I don't know if y'all know why they do that, but the reason they do that is for plays.
It plays the whole album. You get the credit for the whole.
So, yeah, and the crazy thing is that sometimes it's bloated. You know what I'm saying? But I think Cardi being away for so long I think, again, people, it's not like Thriller. With Thriller was 9 tracks. You know what I'm saying? It's condensed. Bruh. She had a lot to talk about, and she hit a lot of topics. So, yeah, man. Go stream that shit if you fuck with Cardi. Stream Connie Diamond's EP. She got a joint with Rim on there, which is dope. Rhapsody, stream that. Bia's album's coming out. I actually like Bia quite a bit.
You got music on streaming platforms?
Yeah.
Stream gives a shit. Yeah. Go pull that up.
I'm everywhere. Look for me on everywhere. Apple, Spotify, YouTube, Pandora.
What's your artist name?
Giz. G-I-Z. Giz.
Dang, check him
you
out.
You might have to weed through some people. I am fighting with a couple of I'm fighting with people for my name, really. Like,
you having issues
with
so
many people. Yeah.
We'll talk about
Apple has things like split up for me.
Okay.
You know, like I have an album over here that's not connected to my artist profile. Like I have all these different things that
when we get done on air, we'll talk on and off air about that. I can help you with that. We can get that shit rocking. What else we got?